Hi there, it's Theresa from Theresa Holistic Tarot, and I'm just about to do the monthly reading for Leo. So let's get started. Got my energy card. We'll start with some energy cards. Let's play the energy. Angels, spirits, guides, please can we have some cards for guidance for the month of January 2022. I still can't say that, but I keep saying 2022 January for Leo, please. And if I can just ask that if you're enjoying these little videos that I'm putting on YouTube, please could you give it a like? A subscribe would be absolutely fab, and a share if you think any of your friends or family would like. And because they're just quite free, down-to-earth readings. Right, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to choose 3 energy cards for Leo for the month of January. Right, first one up's quite a biggie. Broken heart, which indicates, disappointment, feeling let down, something not going right, but an emotional response, obviously. The temple path. So turning to a more spiritual way of thinking or being, or beginning to adapt yourself to oracle cards, an interest in spirituality, angels, readings, anything like that. And it gives you that more of an awareness. And we have storm warning. So that's quite a big card. It's the storm warning is normally when something external is going to occur, and the cards are trying to give you a heads up that you can either be prepared, but you may be pushed out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it can happen when the universe is coming to give you a major push because you've been stuck somewhere. But we'll see what the tarot say, and we'll see how it all ties in. Okay, right, so angel, spirits, guides, let's have some clarifiers, please, first for broken heart. Right, well, that doesn't surprise me. 5 of Cups, card of sorrow, grief, bereavement, or loss, disappointment, feeling upset. We've got the Knight of Swords, and we've got the 3 of Cups, so that's quite good. The Temple Path, we have the 8 of Swords, we have the 5 of Wands, we have the 6 of Pentacles, storm warning, we've got the 9 of Swords, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and we've got the High Priestess. Right, first view overview, these cards would indicate that January might highlight to you very much that you've been really going through a rotten time of it, basically. Broken heart is quite big, so it means that you may be recovering from a relationship breakdown or something not working out. You may still be suffering. You may have experienced a bereavement. There's sorrow here. There's very much sorrow in your cards. Now, normally I start my readings with the first card, the center card, the 9th card, because they all hold quite important positions in a 9-card tarot spread like this, and then I'll fill you in with the others. But this very much does tie in with broken heart. So it's a card of loss. He's grieving over 3 spilled cups, and Spirit would be saying to him, okay, we acknowledge your pain, we acknowledge your grief, we acknowledge all the emotions, we acknowledge them. But you still have two cups standing. You need to lift your head. You need to stay in the moment. You need to start focusing on what you have that's still working for you. Okay, so a card of really having to pull functioning out of a card of having to feel alive again, maybe after feeling, oh, I just can't bear this, I can't do it. So the central energy here is conflict. Now, to a certain degree, it can be self-conflict, not knowing what to do for the rest, because you've got some very negative thought cards here. So I'm going to skip over that and come back to it. And the 9th card is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is very much that card of intuition, of really trusting in your own gut and knowing that you can do something, and really trusting that the decisions you're going to take are the right ones for you, because here, these two cards here are very much swords, which are thoughts, thoughts and belief systems. So it feels like it feels like you're stuck, and you might be in that, you might be recovering from something that's really hurt you or affected you, and you may not even have the energy to think, what is my next step here? You may not have the energy to think, how am I supposed to get on now? What am I supposed to do next? And I totally understand that, because this feels like quite a big energy to me when they come out first, straight off like that. So January will be an interesting month for you guys under the sign of Leo. There may be some major digging deep into yourself to be done. Now, I've got the 8 of Swords here. Now you can see that she looks trapped, she looks imprisoned, and she's blindfolded. So this is often when somebody feels stuck, and so stuck that I just can't see the way forward. I just can't see it. And that very much ties in with the broken heart and the five of cups. I mean, together they're quite depressing. And I'm sorry to have to pull them for you, but this is what somebody or some of you may be experiencing and may have to think about ahead of time. But the 9 of Swords is very much that card of sheer worry. What do I do next? It's also fear, because it can be the classic anxiety card, but anxiety, as I tell everyone from a therapeutic point of view, is diluted fear. So there can be, and swords are our thoughts, which often turn into our belief systems. So there can be that feeling of, I'm stuck, I can't see my way out of it, I don't know what to do next, and this is it. I said, I can't look forward to anything. Is this going to be the rest of my life? And you know, that really dramatic type of thinking, because emotionally I feel absolutely bereft. So this is sometimes a card of the can't, never, I'll never be happy again, I'll never meet anyone else, I'll never, you know, and not knowing which way to go. The cards are actually indicating that you'll find some help spiritually if you were to maybe start meditating, which might sound a bit woo-woo to some of you, but if you were to actually sit and start to really quiet your mind, and you need to get out of this energy. It's not in the slightest bit helpful. If I were to say to you, what is the biggest worry there? And say the biggest worry was, I'll never be happy again. Well, how on earth would you know that? And also, does that thought that you keep telling yourself over and over, is it supporting you or helping you in this process of disappointment or things going wrong or being really miserable or unhappy? Is it helping you to think like this? And the answer really is no. It's not, because it will not change the outcome. It will not change the future. All it will do is keep you stuck in a cycle of negative thinking and absolute misery. So if you really feel that if this resonates with you, send me a personal message and I'll send you a couple of little resources to start challenging your thinking style, because you need to be proactive. Because what the cards are showing here is, if you don't do something, something else will take place. The universe is going to come along and push you out of your comfort zone, because you're not comfortable. Actually, you're not comfortable. You just don't know what to do next. So that will force a move. So if you can avoid that happening, I would avoid it, because that you will find challenging on top of everything else that's been going on. So you haven't got the rosiest of cards, I have to say, Leo. I really do apologise, but it is what it is. And we all have these points in life when we feel, oh, is this it? Is this all I have to look forward to? It's one thing after another. I'm sick to my back teeth. Nothing's working out. All that negative sort of stuff. We all experience it sometimes. I know I have. And I've got to be very, very careful about my thinking when I have a period like that. I have to be very careful that I don't slip into negativity. My therapy training obviously helps, because I can spot it. and I will say I'm not engaging with that negative thinking because it doesn't help me in any shape or form. And I force myself every single time to take action in that moment. I go into my garden, I deadhead some flowers, I might go for a walk, but I will do something which will help lift me in the moment. And it's a classic CBT distraction technique about as soon as your thoughts begin to go negative, do something. Just do something. Change, move out the room, go to another room, pick up the phone, call a friend, go out into your garden, go for a walk, touch a tree, light a really nice smelly candle, go and have a bath with some candles. Do whatever makes you feel good in the moment, but you need to start challenging this way of thinking, because right now it feels quite strong. Now, the Knight of Swords is a knee-jerk, impetuous action. So somebody can actually, now it can often be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy. So somebody could be saying to you, I know what to do, let's get you out of here, let's move to Timbuktu. Somebody, it can be encouraging you into taking action, but it doesn't feel like the right action. It feels like a knee-jerk reaction. It feels like it's too impetuous, it's too reckless, it's not being thought through properly. And at the very heart of the matter here, we've got this dissension. So part and parcel of feeling stuck can be, I don't know how this will go down if I do take action. I'm stuck because if I try and move away, if I try and do something, if I try and break out, I'm going to cause trouble. The family are going to get mad and my friends are going to think badly of me. But it's often linked with family because it's not a major battle, but it's about people's words, and it can be colleagues sometimes at work keeping, but this feels more emotional to me. Very, very, very much emotional card. Now, what I am getting is we've got the Seven of Pentacles. Now, Seven of Pentacles can be when I'm feeling feelings of dissatisfaction. I've already said there could be thoughts of, is this it? Is this all I've got to look forward to? Is this how I get rewarded? Is this my payoff after years of doing whatever? You know, so a card of dissatisfaction. And the cards were here, the reading would be saying to you, don't rush into anything madly. Because I'm very aware of the Six. The Six of Pentacles is a card of karma. It's a card of saying, who do you know that can support you in this time? Because you have given others support and you need to allow others to support you now. Now, that may go against the grain. You may think, I'll manage, I'll do it by myself, I don't need anyone's help. And I totally understand it, where we can all be like that. But the cards are also saying to you that you've been in a position to be able to help others. Allow them to help you back. Because if you then decide you absolutely refuse to accept people helping you, then you're upsetting karma, because it's a question of balance, about give and take. So if you expect to be there for your friends when they're going through it, you need to allow them in when you're going through it. So this is very much a card of support. So dissatisfaction and support. But we have the Three of Cups. Now, this isn't going to save all this situation, but it feels like a glimmer of hope because there's going to be some celebration. There is something to look forward to. And this is very much with either, it's not the major party like the Nine of Cups, but this is a card of community and friendship and celebrating and people coming together. As it came out with the card of karmic support, card of giving and receiving, then it's about allowing other people to nurture and help you. Okay, so because it really does feel as if you've been going through it and are still going through it, which isn't the best energy, I must admit. But as I say too, this is life. Hopefully your reading in February will be completely different. But right now, the reality of the situation, it's saying you need support. Spiritually can be a good support system as well. And they're also saying that you may be stuck, but what is holding you back as well is these negative thoughts, which have turned into beliefs or are turning into beliefs. And it's all the I can't, I'll never, I should have, you know, all those hindsight cards. But you've got storm warning. So if you don't shift this energy, change the energy, change the thinking, then something will take place externally that's going to force you into some action. Okay. Right, these are soul cards that I'm shuffling at the moment. I'm going to ask Spirit, what do Leos have to think about or be aware, apart from everything else you've just delivered them, thanks very much, but what do they have to pay attention to? Okay, let's have that. Service. So this is about getting out of your head and actually doing something to help others, and you'll feel better when you help others. It will make you feel better about yourself, and it's a distraction. So for me, that is a very, very good card. Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. Now, I cannot just tell from the cards what you're feeling guilty about, but for me, there will straight away be a desire to get away, a desire for change, a desire to stop feeling trapped. So somebody or something in your head is holding you very firmly in place. It can be family expectations, it can be family commitments. You could be trapped in a very unhappy marriage and you may desperately want out of it. It's not worked, you're disappointed, you're upset, it's not worked, and you feel, I can't leave the kids, or I can't get out of this marriage, I've got a child, 2 children, whatever, and that is not helping you. So it's saying, don't go running off with this chap, this person impetuously. They're saying, think it through. There's definitely a way out, or a storm will hit, but you don't need to feel guilt about your feelings. You really don't. And guilt serves no purpose whatsoever. This is more about you getting into a more balanced way of thinking, looking at a situation and then taking action, and also trusting, beginning to trust yourself inside. Trust what your heart's telling you. If your heart is screaming, this is you need to get out of this, then please listen to it. And don't be stuck there thinking, well, I can't because how am I going to pay the mortgage? You'll sort something out. There are other ways. Because that is not a nice energy, feeling trapped like that. Worry. There we go. I'm so worried. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Now we know that. Excuse me. It really doesn't change an outcome. So what good? So Spirit are asking you to concentrate on that. What good is worry doing? What good is guilt doing for you? What is all of this about? It's making you feel so bad, but you need to take some action, and you need to accept help. You need support. Now you'll get it from friends or colleagues if you can finally tell people what's going on for you. You can also get it spiritually as well. Right, I'm going to use 3 Colette Baron read cards now. I've just started using them to round off the reading. So Angel Spirits Guides, what do Leos have to look forward to? And please give them something to look forward to. This is a challenging reading for them. And don't think for a minute it's insurmountable. It's just that I'm human enough to want it to be a little bit hunky-dory and something to look forward to. That's my human side. But right now I can see that you're up against it. And that's the reality of it for us sometimes. Magic Stream. So that's about the flow of life. And it's about energy and reaping not what you sow, but investing in other people, that you helping someone, they help someone else. It's about that connection that we have with other. Wishing well. You've got a beautiful card here. Are you clear on what it is you're actually wishing for? Because this is about a wish being granted. Now, is it to do with freedom? Is it to do with the end of the worry? Is it to do with the relationship? What are you actually wishing for here? Because you don't need to feel guilt. You need to let that worry go for sure. And we've got solitude. So you may have to embrace a time of standing alone, of being alone, of feeling alone, but knowing, look how solid that is. It's solid from the bottom up. So it's knowing that you've got the internal resources to stand on your own 2 feet. But how does that tie in with your wish? That wish for solitude? Maybe, and as I say, I do feel that it's an energy of, I just need to get out, I want out, I need something gone, done, I need something finished. So you've got a lot to take on board here. So I would say to you, be aware of your thoughts. Start with that. Be aware of what you're telling yourself, because this is a card that's not helpful. It's a card of when people are saying to themselves, that's it, I'm stuck forever, I'll never get that promotion. If it was a career reading, I'll never be happy again if Joe's gone. I'll never ever. So it's these two together are very stuck energy, of thinking in a calamity type of way. I'll never, well, actually you will be happy again, but right now you can't see it. And I'm sad for you, but your outcome here is good. You've got wishing well. So there's a wish going to be granted. And it's reminding that you are connected with others. So you may feel, right now, you may feel as if you're completely and utterly alone. You might need to be alone, but right now you may feel alone. You may feel you can't talk to other people. You need to challenge that thinking. Is that the reality, or is that you hiding things and saying, I can't tell anybody, I just can't do it. I feel the guilt, I feel shame, I feel whatever. So, Leos, I don't suppose you'll go public on this one and say, yes, it's exactly as you said, and I don't blame you, it's fair enough. But let me know how it resonates with you. If you need any resources in helping you to combat this negative way of thinking, this huge anxiety, which serves no purpose, but it's actually diluted fear. So it's about living in fear, feeling trapped, feeling stuck, and feeling unable to make change when actually there is change there for you. But you need to get clear what it is you would actually like to have happen in that change. Get that ball rolling. Okay, so I hope that was of some help to you, Leos, and let's hope for a way more positive reading for you. Although you can still take learning from this one. You can take learning from every reading. So, but let's hope for a more positive one for you in February. Bye for now.